Welcome to Headphone News, International Edition for Wednesday, February 5, 2025.
OpenAI and Kakao join forces for AI innovation in South Korea. OpenAI has teamed up with Kakao, a leading chat app in South Korea, to develop cutting-edge AI products tailored for the local market. During his visit to Seoul, OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, met with key figures from Samsung Electronics and SoftBank, highlighting the vibrant tech landscape in the country. Kakao, known for its dominant messaging app KakaoTalk, holds a remarkable 97% market share and is expanding into e-commerce and gaming, with AI as a key growth driver. At a press conference with Kakao's CEO, Chung Shina, Altman expressed excitement about the potential of merging AI with messaging. He pointed out South Korea's strong energy and tech sectors, making it a crucial market for AI advancements. Altman also discussed the Stargate AI data center project in the U.S. with SoftBank CEO Masayoshi Son, which aims to enhance AI capabilities and has support from U.S. President Donald Trump. Recently, the South Korean government announced plans to invest up to 2 trillion won, or about $1.54 billion in a national AI computing center, demonstrating its commitment to advancing AI technology. Following the partnership announcement, Kakao shares experience fluctuations, reflecting market reactions. This collaboration could be a pivotal moment for AI development in South Korea, as both companies aim to drive innovation in the tech industry.
Jens Stoltenberg appointed Norway's finance minister. Jens Stoltenberg has been named Norway's new finance minister during a significant change in government leadership. This move by Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Støre aims to strengthen the Labour government ahead of the parliamentary elections in September 2025. Stoltenberg, a former Prime Minister and NATO Secretary General, brings a wealth of experience in negotiation and diplomacy to this crucial role. Norway, with a population of about 5.5 million, relies heavily on its trade-based economy, particularly in oil, gas, and fish. His appointment is seen as a strategic step to boost the Labour government's standing in opinion polls, especially as the country faces financial uncertainty due to global trade tensions. Stoltenberg's background at NATO, particularly in managing relations with U.S. President Donald Trump, positions him well to tackle complex international issues that could impact Norway's economy. As he steps into this pivotal role, Stoltenberg's leadership will be closely watched, with expectations that he will shape economic policies that directly affect the daily lives of Norwegians. What does this mean for Norway's future?
Waabi and Volvo join forces for driverless trucks. Waabi, a cutting-edge self-driving technology company, has partnered with Volvo, a leading truck manufacturer, to develop driverless trucks. This collaboration aims to tackle the growing shortage of truck drivers while reducing costs. Waabi's advanced technology will be integrated into Volvo's new autonomous trucks produced in Dublin, Virginia. As trucking fleets seek efficient solutions, Waabi, supported by major investors like NVIDIA and Uber, plans to launch pilot programs in Texas within 4 years, initially featuring a human driver for safety. Raquel Urtasun, Waabi's founder and CEO, noted that their technology could also be applied to robot access and humanoid robots. In 2023, Volvo's investment arm invested $200 million in Waabi, highlighting their commitment to advancing self-driving technology. This partnership could revolutionize how goods are transported, addressing the challenges posed by a driver shortage.
Syria and Turkey discuss defense pact. Syria's transitional president, Ahmed al-Shara, is scheduled to meet with Turkey's president, Tayyip Erdogan, on February 4, 2025, in Ankara. They will talk about a possible defense agreement that could lead to Turkish air bases in central Syria and training for the new Syrian military. This meeting is significant as Turkey aims to fill the power vacuum left by the ousted leader Bashar al-Assad and his ally, Iran. The proposed pact may allow Turkey to use Syrian airspace for military actions and unify various rebel groups under one command. Plans for 2 Turkish military bases in the Badia Desert region are also on the agenda. Additionally, they will discuss Turkey's role in training the new Syrian army and potential cooperation in rebuilding the economy. As Turkey navigates its military presence, it faces ongoing tensions with Kurdish groups, particularly the People's Protection Units, which Turkey links to the Kurdistan Workers' Party, a designated terrorist organization. The outcome of these discussions could significantly reshape the region's security landscape.
Bank of Korea considers interest rate cuts amid political unrest. The Bank of Korea is weighing interest rate cuts as South Korea grapples with significant political unrest. Board member Shin Sung-hwan has raised serious concerns about the economy, highlighting risks from ongoing instability and changes in U.S. policies. Recently, the bank decided to keep the policy interest rate at 3%, following a 6-1 vote, with Shin being the only member pushing for a reduction of 25 basis points. This unrest has intensified after the impeachment of President Yoon Suk-yeol, leading to the worst political instability in decades. South Korea, which relies heavily on exports, recently experienced its first decline in exports in 16 months, largely due to uncertainties surrounding U.S. trade policies from former President Donald Trump. The bank's board members emphasized the need to assess the effects of previous interest rate cuts and monitor the new U.S. government's policy direction. As the economic landscape evolves, the consequences of these discussions will be closely watched by investors and policymakers.
Rising trade tensions between the U.S. and China. Trade tensions are heating up as China prepares to impose new tariffs, escalating its conflict with the United States. On February 5, 2025, Asian markets are on high alert after Mexico and Canada reached agreements with the U.S. to suspend tariffs. This raises concerns about whether a similar resolution can be achieved between Beijing and Washington, D.C. With China retaliating against U.S. tariffs, its own tariffs are set to take effect on February 10, leaving little room for negotiation. As Chinese markets reopen after the Lunar New Year, all eyes will be on the fluctuating exchange rate between the US dollar and the Chinese yuan. Recently, the exchange rate hit a high of 7.3765 Chinese yuan per USD, raising questions about market stability. Meanwhile, Chinese stocks in Hong Kong have shown strength, particularly in technology sectors. Despite expectations of potential interest rate cuts from the Federal Reserve, rising prices from U.S. tariffs remain a concern. Economists at Morgan Stanley have adjusted their forecasts, now predicting only one rate cut in June 2025. As companies like Alphabet Incorporated report earnings, market sentiment hangs in the balance, with investors closely monitoring these unfolding trade dynamics.
Hedge funds and market volatility. Hedge funds are actively managing increased market instability as uncertainty looms over the policies of new U.S. President Donald Trump. His announcement of broad taxes on imports from Canada, Mexico, and China has raised concerns about a potential trade war that could slow global economic growth. Despite this turbulence, Bridgewater Associates reported an impressive 8.2% gain in its main investment fund, Pure Alpha, for January, outperforming major stock indexes. The market experienced significant ups and downs after Trump's tariff announcement, which was initially set to take effect immediately but was delayed for Canada and Mexico. Some hedge funds, especially those focused on technology, thrived during this downturn. Soma Equity Partners saw a 4.73% gain, benefiting from investments in popular companies like Roblox, Wix, Uber Technologies, and Elastic. Citadel's various investment strategies also showed resilience, with its main Wellington fund rising by 1.4%. Overall, the events of early 2025 highlight the complex relationship between political decisions and market dynamics, as investors stay alert amid a shifting economic landscape.
Coinbase pushes for clearer cryptocurrency rules. Coinbase Global, a leading cryptocurrency exchange in the United States, is pushing for clearer rules from U.S. banking authorities regarding cryptocurrency services. The company is urging regulators to rethink their policies, as many traditional banks have been reluctant to engage with digital currency firms due to uncertainty. Feria Sherzad, Coinbase Chief Policy Officer, expressed concerns on social media about the restrictions imposed on banks. The cryptocurrency sector has invested millions in political contributions, particularly to support Donald Trump's potential return to the White House, aiming to make cryptocurrency regulation a priority. Recently, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has begun forming a task force to create a framework for digital assets. Meanwhile, Trump has appointed former PayPal executive David Sacks as his White House AI and crypto czar, signaling a shift in U.S. policy towards digital currencies. As discussions about cryptocurrency rules continue, the decisions made by U.S. regulators will significantly impact the future of digital currencies and their acceptance by financial institutions. What does this mean for your investments?
Trump's proposal for Ukraine's rare earth minerals. President Donald Trump has put forward a plan to continue military support for Ukraine in exchange for access to its valuable mineral resources. This proposal aligns with ideas from Republican senators and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who is eager to work with Trump, known for his deal-making skills. Trump highlighted the importance of minerals like lithium and gallium, which are crucial for technology and defense. As the conflict with Russia persists, there are worries that Trump's negotiations might favor Russian President Vladimir Putin. Zelensky has framed this war as a battle between Russia and the West, urging for more military backing from allies. His victory plan aims to attract American investment in Ukraine's mineral wealth, estimated to be worth trillions. Despite concerns in Europe, a recent poll shows many Ukrainians trust Trump more than their European leaders. This trust could lead to a partnership that benefits both Ukraine and the United States, potentially paving the way for a resolution to the ongoing conflict.
Belgium's new migration and defense plans. Belgium's new Prime Minister, Bart de Wever, has unveiled ambitious plans that could reshape the nation. He aims to implement tougher immigration rules, responding to a surge in refugee requests that reached 39,615 in 2024. De Wever stressed the need for a more orderly approach, making family reunification more challenging. In a bold move, his government plans to revive nuclear energy by constructing new reactors, reversing the previous phase-out law. Additionally, Belgium intends to boost defense spending from 1.3% of gross domestic product to 2% by 2029, aligning with NATO commitments. These proposed changes reflect a significant shift in Belgium's policies, addressing both domestic pressures and international obligations, and they could have lasting effects on the country's social and economic landscape.
Former Google engineer charged with economic espionage. Linwei Ding, a former engineer at Google, has been accused of economic espionage and stealing trade secrets. On February 5, 2025, U.S. prosecutors announced 14 charges against him, including 7 counts of economic espionage, each carrying a potential 15-year prison sentence and a $5 million fine. Allegations suggest that Ding, a Chinese national, began taking confidential information in 2022 while being recruited by a Chinese tech company. By May 2023, he had reportedly uploaded over 1,000 files related to Google's artificial intelligence technology. This stolen data was intended to benefit 2 Chinese companies he was secretly working for. The case underscores rising tensions between the United States and China over technology theft and highlights the importance of protecting intellectual property. The Biden administration's disruptive technology strike force is actively addressing these issues. Google has not been charged and has cooperated with the investigation. As the legal proceedings unfold, Ding remains free on bond.
Hamas open to talks with Trump administration. The Palestinian group Hamas is now open to discussions with U.S. President Donald Trump's administration. This surprising turn comes from Musa Abu Marzouk, a senior member of Hamas, who stated that the group is willing to communicate with any U.S. administration, including those led by Trump and Joe Biden. Established in 1987, Hamas governs the Gaza Strip, a key area in the ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The U.S. has labeled Hamas a terrorist organization since 1997, but this new willingness to engage suggests a change in strategy, recognizing the US's significant influence in the region. Marzouk highlighted that dialogue with the US is essential for Hamas, potentially leading to a review of US policies that have traditionally supported Israel. This development could have major effects on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and regional stability. As of February 2025, the Middle East remains a complex landscape, with various international players seeking solutions to long-standing issues.
That is all the news for today. Thank you for listening to today's headphone news. News summary brought to you by AI.